strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
Welcome everybody, we have 2 new airdrop cards that have arrived this morning in Splinterlands. I'm gonna go talk about how you can qualify for these airdrops, how you can claim them if you got them, what these cards are, and what I think, what my strategy is in dealing with them as far as am I buying them up now? Am I selling them? We're gonna go look at that. So let's jump in the game right away and we're gonna start from the very beginning here. Very beginning, what are airdrop cards? If you come up here to the shop, you can then see new airdrops. This is where you can find out if you qualified for any airdrops. If you have purchased any chaos packs from Splinterlands, which would require a voucher at this point, that will change here in 4 days. We're 4 days away from not needing a voucher. That's pretty exciting. But if you bought any packs directly from Splinterlands, you will have a chance at getting one of these airdrops and the airdrops moving forward. Now, if you bought them from the secondary market, they don't qualify. The airdrop point goes to the player who bought them from Splinterlands. You can see up here at the top, I've got 990 packs that I purchased. So I was able to come in and claim the second and third airdrop. I bought them after Dr. Blight, so mine didn't count toward Dr. Blight, but I was able to get 4 Bok Chiras and 5 Uriel the Purifier. The odds on these 2 particular cards was 1 in 300. So for every 300 packs you bought, you would be guaranteed 1 card. So they do have a guarantee in there. If you hit that number, you're guaranteed. Now, if you got 299 of them, you might not get 1. You might get 5. You never really know. So if you bought just a single pack, you can go in here and roll the dice and see if you can get any. So anybody who bought packs needs to go in and try and claim these cards. And then this will hold, these points will qualify for every single airdrop all the way down. Now the numbers will probably increase. So these are legendary cards. The next legendary airdrop might be 1 per 350. It might be 1 per 400. It might stay 1 at 300. We don't know. I don't know any of that info, but typically it increases as we go down the list because they've sold more packs. So that's how you come in and you can claim these cards. So let's go take a look at these cards and see what I think of them and what my strategy is here. So these are both legendary. Let's go in here. Let's start with the one that I absolutely love, and that is Bok Chira here. This is such a good card. Let's go to the stats here. Again, I've kind of reviewed these in the past, gave my initial impressions. Now that we've gotten to play using Chaos Legion a little bit more, I don't know, have things changed for me? I still love this card. This is a monster tank, especially against magic damage. This Void plus heal plus 16 health, 17 health if you count the strengthen. Like, you're gonna need so much damage to get through that. So much damage, and there's a bunch of cleanse opportunities in the water splinter, so you can very easily get a cleanse in there to make sure that healing can proc. And even at level 1, like taking this up against a magic team, 11 health with Void, and slows in there as well. That is a major tank. And yeah, it doesn't have any attack, does not have any attack, but man, Bok Chira is gonna be so tough for magic to get through, for magic damage to get through. And if you don't face magic, it's not like he's bad. You still have 11 health there. You still have that slow. So yes, ideally you want to use him when you're expecting magic damage to be on the other side. But it's not like, oh, they went range damage, well, Bok Chira is worthless. He still can be a decent tank up there. So I think he is a very good card, and what is definitely a meta card. It's going to be a card, maybe more selective, that you use when you're expecting magic on the other side, or maybe you put him in as anti-magic, and then you put some other types of cards, like you go Deep Swimmer or something that's got Return Fire that can be anti-range. You can find ways to balance it out, but I think it's a very solid card that's going to be used quite a bit, and I'm still selling him. Because that's just how it is when cards first get here. The first day cards are here, the prices are usually marked up. Right now he is 21.85. Like, let's go compare that to all the other legendary chaos cards. He is, let's not sort by element, let's start by price. He is the 4th most expensive legendary chaos card. One of those above him is a summoner. Another one is the promo card Dr. Blight. Mycelia is the only card that is right now more expensive. He's priced the same as Chaos Dragon. Now, to be honest, I feel Chaos Dragon is a little overrated, if we're being honest. I actually would rather have Bok Chira than Chaos Dragon if I was choosing between the two. But I don't necessarily think, like, is he worth twice as much as some of these fiends? If we're looking at the Water Splinter, a Water Fiend is worth $9. Bok Chira is worth $21. I feel like the Fiend's the better value. As much as I really like this card, I think he's still overpriced initially. So I have sold both my cards. We're gonna see the same with the Uriel the Purifier. And I actually didn't want to sell Bok Chira, if we're being honest, because I like the card so much, and was a little nervous that we might see cards starting to skyrocket, just the value of all of the cards starting to skyrocket soon, and I might regret selling him. But typically the first day cards come out, they're just, again, they're overpriced as everybody rushes to buy him because they want him, and the whales want to max him out and those types of things. Everybody wants to use them, so they end up being a little bit overpriced. As we go over to Uriel the Purifier, a very interesting card as well. Again, you see it's one of the most expensive cards, even though I don't necessarily like it better than some of these other cards. So let's go look at that specifically. And then one other thing to look at when we're talking about price here, before we look at Uriel, is the quantities. So this card has been out less than 12 hours. So I have no idea what % of people have claimed their airdrops. I'm sure it's not 100% yet. If we come over to Peak Monsters, you can actually see the true number of cards that are out there. So for Bok Chira right here, this is total cards is what shows on the screen. Total BECX is really what we care more about as far as card rarity. 5,827. And I'm just out of curiosity, I'm gonna refresh this. This screen's been open 10 minutes. And I want to see if more people have claimed just in that 10-minute time period. Probably not a lot, but just curious. 5,879. So yeah, I was curious. That's how many cards we got. If we compare to, okay, let's go compare to Chaos Dragon because that was a similar price, right? 7,405. So there are slightly fewer Bok Chira in here than there are Chaos Dragon, but again, we're gonna see some more people claiming them. I do expect that number to go up a little bit. Most people have probably already claimed. Most people are jumping in excited to go claim their card. But it is looking like it's going to be less. Now, moving forward, these airdrops will be in the packs. So they will be opened at theoretically the same rate. Chaos Dragon and Bok Chira will be pulled at the same rate from packs. Now, that's in theory. A lot of times you end up with one just by randomness being pulled more than the other. But in theory, moving forward, they will be the same. And I bet we're going to see similar numbers on Uriel here. Yeah, 5,753, very similar. So that's kind of the number we're looking at. So they are slightly more rare. Or it's looking like they might be a little bit more rare, but not a huge difference either. It seems pretty fair to compare the quality of the card and not worry too much about the exact number because it's going to end up being within the same range. So anyways, let's go look at Uriel now. Uriel the Purifier. A card that is very interesting, and I can't wait to see this used. I feel like so I play at champion level. We're looking at 4 here. I feel like these recharge cards have been extremely overrated. I have not found a lot of value in recharge cards, to be honest. Because yes, they attack every other turn and they do 3 times damage. So that seems like it would be a good ratio, right? You attack half as often, but you do 3 times more damage. That's a good number. But the problem is that there's just so many times when the recharge is wasted. Either it dies before turn 2 when it gets off that attack. When in that case you wasted a potential attack, you didn't get that attack in round 1. Speed is so important in this game, right? Having that recharge is essentially you're doing a lot of damage, but you're being very slow because you're not attacking until turn 2. So sometimes being slow just isn't necessarily ideal. And then sometimes, okay, you build up recharge, so we get to do 12 damage, right? We're ready for a big hit. Here comes our 12 damage. Oh, they had 1 armor. We just did 1 damage. Or, oh, they only had 3 health left total. where they were gonna die anyways, and we didn't get use out of that recharge. So I just haven't been all that fond of the recharge cards in Diamond. I feel like I've found them to be more valuable in Bronze though. So I don't know, is Silver gonna be kind of a sweet spot for this card? Where you can get that recharge, you get that heal. This is gonna be a nice tank anyways, right? Very expensive in terms of mana. But even if we're not factoring in the damage, flying with heal, having 6, this is Silver level here, 6 armor, 11 health. You get that extra health at the gold level where you'll get an extra heal out of it. Can be a solid tank. As my dogs start barking above. Can definitely be a solid tank, so it's not like he has to do damage. He's not worthless if you don't get value out of that recharge. But for 11 mana, it's a card that I can see myself using in high mana battle. If you have 99 mana battles and you don't care what the mana cost is, I feel like this could be a solid option. But in general, I don't think I'm going to want to gamble 11 mana on the timing of that recharge attack. And plus, if you're a tank, a lot of times a tank can die around one. Like if you send this guy up against, I mean, you've got 18 health and armor. I mean, if you go up against a magic team that could just cut through this before he even gets its attack in round 2. So I mean, I don't know. It's not that it's a bad card. I think it's definitely a good card. It's just that I feel like too much weight is being put on that recharge, and it's not something that I'm a huge fan of. That's just my personal opinion. That doesn't mean I'm always right. We haven't seen this. I have not seen this used yet. Maybe some of you have started using it in the last few hours. I haven't seen it used yet, so I'm very mixed feelings. But I can still. I mean, I could still see it being very good, and I'm also used to playing with all of the cards, with all of the, not literally all the cards, but all the additions. I've got most of the cards. When we're going to Chaos only or something like that, that's very different. We don't have a lot of huge tanks that we can necessarily throw out. And that's gonna make this a more solid option, a cheaper option for those of you who are trying to buy these cards. These Chaos Legendaries are much cheaper than your Beta Legendaries, even your Untamed Legendaries. So it could still be a solid option. So I'm not saying don't go get him, but I just like Bok Chira so much more. Bok Chira I'm super excited about. Uriel I'm like, we'll see. Well, we'll see. So I did sell him as well. I sold him, and I do want to get him. I mean, I want to have a max chaos deck, so of course I want to get him. It doesn't matter how bad he is. I want to get him. And again, I don't think he's bad. I just don't find him exciting. So I sold him, and we'll see what the price though. We can actually, I'll go show you guys my market sale so you can see exactly the price I sold him at. So the price has been dropping even since I listed the original Bok Chiras at $25 and sold a few of them. The price has dropped down to $20 and had to move my price down to get them sold. Uriel stayed pretty consistent actually. So 1786. So we'll see. We'll check back a week, 2 weeks from now. Probably when we have all that huge pack opening on the 17th, probably next week. Probably next week I'll look into possibly buying these back, and we'll see. Did I make a good decision? Is the price going up? Is the price going down? Another reason I want to sell is because I want to buy these chaos packs. So what I did is I sold them and I converted them to credits. I immediately converted them into credits. So it's not gonna, my return is not going to be impacted by whether DEC goes up or down. I converted them to credits that are going to go to packs on the 17th. So that's my strategy. I love packs. If you guys, I am going to buy as many packs as I can liquidate money for. I, again, never invest anything that you can't afford to lose, but my strategy is going all out into chaos packs. I've said that for months now. My strategy hasn't really changed. For a while, I started buying some airdrop points. And guess what, guys? So if we do this math here, let's do some math here because I hadn't even thought about this yet. We talked about how I was buying airdrop points for about 30 cents per airdrop point, right? That was what I started at. Then towards the end, it got to be a little more expensive and I stopped. I decided, okay, let's save my money for chaos packs. I made a video on buying airdrop points. If we go through and add this together, if I can do some quick math live on stream here. So I'm kind of rounding up a little bit. And I failed. Okay, that didn't work. Let's... I'm under pressure as I'm trying to record, even though I could go back and edit this. I'm trying to live stream here in 15 minutes, so I gotta hurry up. Okay, so let's go here. So total was about $180, and I bought 900 packs. So 180 divided by what do we have? 990. Is that what it was? Let's go back here to our airdrop, and of course we got the maintenance there. 990. So 18 cents. I got a value of 18 cents per pack, and again, I was buying them for about 20 to 30 cents. I've almost gotten my full return back just on these 2 airdrops, and we don't even have the legendary summoners yet. So, like, honestly, seeing this, I'm wishing I'd bought more. I'm wishing I'd kept buying them as they went up to $1, $1.20 per airdrop point. But that's okay. I'm getting good return on what we've got here. I've got some funds still set aside to go hard into chaos with this general sale. So that's my plan. Let me know what you guys think. Are you buying these cards yet? Are you selling them? How excited are you about them? Again, I'm super excited about Bok Chira, but I just think this price is gonna go down. So I'll hold off. I'll wait five days or so, look at the prices again, and maybe buy them back up. So we'll see how that goes. That's my plan. I can't wait till next week. It's like another holiday. I talked about how Chaos Release was like Christmas. It was like Christmas 2.0. That was Christmas. This is our birthday. The two most popular days of the week for my kids. So Christmas and birthdays. All right, so thank you guys so much. Again, sub, like, all that stuff. I appreciate all of those. Any support you can give. I'll be on live streams here soon as well. You guys probably won't watch this until that live stream's already gone, but check me out. I've always got more coming on. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time.